All right, team, we are back for another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Now, today we are hooking into motivation. Now, this is something I'm hearing a lot on the calls I'm doing with people that are inquiring about the program. So, tons of people joining the program. I think we've had at least, 10 people join in the last 2 days, which is fantastic. They're like, all right, they've gotten to the point where they're sick of the trial and error. They're sick of using the shitty PTs that aren't working. They're sick of not seeing progress. And a common theme, not between all of them, but a common theme I have noticed is the ladies I'm talking to, they're like, look, I know where I want to get to. I know the result I want to achieve each week and each month. I'm just not feeling that motivated with what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, there's only really two things that are going to impact motivation. Number one is energy. Number two is seeing progress. So if you're continually putting effort into something, let's say your weight loss, you're going to the gym or you're doing your walks, you're trying to do the meal prep, you're trying to do the right things, but you are not seeing progress, that gets a little deflating. Maybe you do it for 2 weeks. You put in the time, you put in the energy, you put in the effort, no weight loss. Frustrating. You do it for another week, no results. Frustrating. The more effort you put into something, and when you don't get a result out of it, that in itself is demotivating. So some people think like, oh, I'm just not a motivated person. I'm like, well, when you see results, do you feel more motivated? And 100% of people say, yes, I feel way more motivated when I'm seeing progress. So it may not be that you are not motivated. It just might be a problem of that you are not seeing results. Now, the ladies that I talk to, they need to lose anywhere between 1 kilogram to like 80 kilograms. That's the spectrum. People think weight loss programs are for people that eat Maccas every day and they want to lose, shit tons of weight. That is absolutely not the fucking truth. We have, I think we're up to 345 women, 40 plus, busy working women on our program. They want to lose weight, and the lightest one wants to lose 1 kilogram and the heaviest one wants to lose 80 kilograms or so. I'm like, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Weight loss is weight loss. Now, the plan's going to be different for the person because they're in different stages of what their body can do, what it can handle, how the food is going to be, what exercise they can do, how much activity they do throughout the week. It's very different. This is why it's a one-on-one coaching program. But what I do find, and I don't want to talk about the energy side of things today with sleep and food, stuff like that. I've talked about it in other podcasts. I'll hit that nail on the head later on another one. But I want to talk about the motivation side of things, which is coming from seeing results. Imagine that you go to work for a whole week and they don't pay you. Would you really want to go to work the next week? Probably not. And this is how people live their weight loss journey. They put in the whole week's worth of effort and they get no results. And then they do it again the next week and they get no results. That is like going to work, but not as a volunteer. You're meant to be paid. You put in the hours and you don't get paid. Look, after a while, you'd probably fucking quit. And this is what happens with people in their weight loss. And I get it. I 100% agree. If I was putting effort into something and I didn't get the effort out, I would quit. Imagine you putting all the effort into your relationship and the other person does sweet fuck all. You cook for them, you clean for them, you shower them with praise and compliments and love, and you look after them, and they sit on the fucking couch and play computer games all day, every day, and do nothing. If you're putting in all the effort and not getting anything out of that, you're probably not going to be in that relationship for much longer. And weight loss is exactly the fucking same. But people will continue to put in hours and weeks and months of effort and get nothing out of it. If that is you, then I can tell you right now, you are doing something wrong. No matter how convicted you are that you are doing the right plan, the results will tell you whether you're doing the right thing. Because just because you go to the gym 5 days a week or 2 days a week doesn't mean you should get results. Just because you eat healthy does not mean you should get results. Just because you are putting time into this and attention does not mean you're going to get results. Let me explain. So let's say you've got your child, kids in year 7, and they've got a maths exam coming up. Now, The teacher says you need to study for 1 hour every day. If you study for 1 hour every day, you study correctly, you be consistent, you put in the time, you put in the hard yards, I promise you're going to get a good result on this exam. But instead of giving the student a maths textbook, they give them a science textbook. But the kid doesn't know any different. The kid's like, okay, I've got to study this textbook for an hour a day. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to get the result. A month goes by, they sit the math exam and they fail. And they go to the teacher and go, well, what the fuck? I put in the time, I put in the effort, I was consistent, I did all the right things. And the teacher goes, well, I'm sorry, but you studied the wrong textbook. You had the wrong content. No amount of effort or consistency or time that kid put into studying the textbook was going to ever lead to the result that they wanted. This is why it is not about how much effort you put in. It's not about how much exercise you do. It's not about how healthy or clean that you eat. If you do fundamentally the wrong things for your body where you are right now, so again, if you're following what men do, you might fail. If you're following what 20-year-old and 30-year-old women do, you might fail, because that might not be the right textbook for you. There is a reason that we only work with women 40 plus. There is a reason we don't work with men. There's a reason that we don't work with women in their 20s, in their 30s. It is because it is fundamentally different. Otherwise, I just work with everybody and everybody do the same fucking thing. But that's not how it works. And I think you know that as well. You're like, well, my daughter and my younger friends and the work colleagues and even myself when I was younger used to do this and it would work, but now it doesn't work anymore. Then why are you doing it? Why are you doing something that you know doesn't work? But desperate times can call for desperate measures. I get that as well. I understand both sides of the argument. Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you're just like, fuck, if I throw enough shit up against the wall, hopefully some of it will stick. And that is a plan a lot of people take. And that plan almost always ends in low motivation. Weeks and months on end without results will always end in low motivation. Always. So if you're in that camp right now, if you're in that boat, if you're like, I'm really sick of it, I'm telling you right now, what you are doing is not correct. I don't even have to see it. All I'm going to be looking at is the results. Because at the end of the day, if I said to you that you need to spin around 10 times, tap your head, rub your belly, do 15 star jumps, and you'll lose 30 kilograms, and it works, well, then that's what you would do, because that's what works. It doesn't matter if the process seems unorthodox. It doesn't matter if it seems incorrect to you. The only thing that we are chasing is results. We're chasing results in such a way that are sustainable. Now, if you're doing things to get results right now, and you know they're unsustainable, cutting your carbs, keto, skipping meals, shakes, weight loss drugs, we just know how that's going to end. As soon as you stop doing it, you're going to be in strife. The weight will come back on and you're going to be in a worse position because now you're older with the added weight, more stress, more damage. We're in a worse position. It is not the way to do it. There are better ways. Get a coach. Reach out to someone who deals with exactly the person that you are. So if you're a woman that is 35, you are not going to contact me. You're going to contact a coach that works with women in their 30s. That's what you're going to do. If you're a bloke listening to this, you are not going to contact me. You're going to contact a coach that works with men and men only. You don't want to work with the trainer that works with everybody. If you're seeing a personal trainer right now, or you have a coach that works with everyone, you're going to be upset with the result because it is not their specialty. If I need a knee surgery, a knee replacement, do I see the GP or do I see the specialist? Now, both of them are smart. Both of them have gone to uni. Both of them understand the human body. Both of them are very capable at solving complex human problems. But one of them is highly specialized in the thing that I need help with. I'm going to see the knee specialist if I need anything done with my knee. I'm not going to see my GP. And this is where people get stuck. They go with personal trainers and they go with coaches that work with men and women of all ages, and they're not specific. There's a reason that specialists exist. It's because what they do is very unique to certain sets of problems. And that way, certain sets of problems need very specific solutions. General solutions don't tend to work for everybody. So if you're like, okay, I'm a woman over 40, I need help, I'm sick of putting in effort, I'm sick of feeling low motivation, I want to have results and I want to feel good, I want to get momentum, maybe it's time to reach out. Maybe it's time to go, you know what? Maybe I'm having a chat with Josh and the team. Very simple. Jump on Instagram, Josh Humphreys, send us a message. Hey, listen to the podcast. I need a bit of help. Or if you see my ads rolling around on Instagram, which they're probably everywhere if you're following me, click on the ad, have a listen, hit learn more, and talk to the team. Book in a call. Very simple. If you're super keen, fill out an application form. It'll go straight to my inbox, www.blissbodyu.com.au. Fill out the application form halfway down the page for the VIP transformation program, and let's see if what we do would work for you. Very easy. If you're liking this kind of content, if you're on YouTube, give me a like, share it with a friend. If you listen to the podcast, leave me a review. It helps out a lot. It tells other people that this shit is not dog shit and it actually is helpful. Nice and easy. And if you're sharing it with your friends and your family, well, fucking, hey, high fives all around. All right, team, let's get motivated. Let's see some results, and I'll catch you in the next one.